I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin. In this video, we're going to have another look at the crypto market of today. The crypto gaming appears to be hot again. Up, down, over the days we go. Nothing in this video is financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. Bitcoin has again stabilized at around $44,000, where we did see a little bit of a panic dip yesterday, very minor, just about the time of the recording yesterday as well. On yesterday's news video, there was a small decline, but I always say that this small reduction should not be a reason for instant panic. However, it did have a big reflection on the gaming crypto scene, which went down 5 to 15%. However, after about 4 hours, it did climb back up to around 44K and has been quite stable there ever since. So is there a reason to be afraid? In my opinion, not really. Ethereum slowly building up again beyond $3,000. It's right now $3,200. where it basically has the same pattern as Bitcoin, right? If we zoom in on that graph, it's almost exactly the same. With Ethereum gaining more and more value, this has a direct correlation with the NFT market trade slowing down. You'll see a lot of projects losing trade volume and losing overall value. However, they might gain value in US dollar value because Ethereum is worth more. The Ethereum value either stays the same or goes down because people are now trading more coins again and less focused on NFTs. When we look at the overall top 100 coins, we see some small minor gains. Obviously, the dip of yesterday is now being compensated. So there's like 1% in the green, 2% in the green. Everything is not that significant, and it doesn't have to be, right? Bitcoin at 44K is more of a stabilization setting right now. However, there are no really big pumps at the moment. So it's a calm day. Calm days are also good. As long as we're not crashing these days, that's all good in my opinion. When we look at, for example, the fear and greed index, we can definitely see that we're heading more and more into neutral, right? Yesterday was neutral, turned into potential fear, went back to neutral once Bitcoin slowly recovered. Now on neutral again, heading more into the greenish area where we're becoming more bullish, right? So that bullish trend will definitely result in some big potential for everybody. Hopefully, that is obviously yet to see. When we look at the actual launchpad, Superfarm has been doing really well. Since I called in on 60 cents less than a week ago, you could have almost done 100% ROI on that. Obviously, those are just predictions. However, on the information I shared yesterday on Superfarm, which we'll reflect on in a second, that was definitely very good alpha information. CDFI pumping quite hard at about 29%, being one of the best performing launchpads on this list, at sitting back about $8, coming from obviously the Bitcoin crash $5. That is definitely significant gains already. Polka started gaining 20%, so they've all accumulated some percentage, but there's no major significant pumps. What we see is that there are more IDO announcements. Right now the market is becoming more favorable, and when the market is becoming more favorable and there are more IDO announcements, the demand for launchpad tokens goes up. So we can look at some new launchpads which are not on this list yet. The Bluezilla launchpads are also recovering, but not as fast. Paid Network is doing not that great lately. I don't know why, but might be interested in having a separate look there. We can have a look at Firestarter, the Flame token, sitting at 70 cents. So that has done quite some recovery, coming from obviously 55 cents. Might not sound like a huge difference, but over a 20% difference, right? So definitely to be considered. When we look at Unix, where I have an update on Unix soon, it is not recovering. So it was actually a little bit higher, but had on that small correction quite some damage. People panicking, people dropping it. So it went from like 21 to like 19.5-ish, and it stayed stable there. The volume is also really low, the tradable volume, just because it doesn't have that reach yet, right? It's on the Ethereum blockchain. The Uniswap trades are quite expensive. It's more of a long-term hold play thing, but this launchpad definitely has some potential. Now let's head over to the crypto gaming, because that is what is hot, that is what we focus on, and there's lots and lots of opportunity. So Decentraland, after a small bump in the road, back on track, right? So basically yesterday evening, last night, hitting 355, 52, 352, 353 and a half ish. So now back at 340, but we can definitely see that linear upward trend. And that's basically what we're looking for. From basically the Bitcoin crash lowest low at about 190-ish all the way up. So definitely this indicator, obviously when we look at Bitcoin, we can see this, but for the crypto gaming, the pattern is definitely very, very good. Sandbox pretty much the same, Axie Infinity the same. Gala slowed down on the growth, right, 6%. I wouldn't touch this for a minute. Why not? Because it has seen such tremendous growth, right? 100% gain over the last 3-4 days. Right now it's the 9th or 6 days already, which basically means that, do I believe the value is there? 100%. Do I think because it has already gained almost 100% that it will be unlikely for it to gain significantly more in the short term? Also yes. So therefore I wouldn't really touch that. I just keep my eye on it, right? When we look at Illuvium, slowly making gains, very, very important. Ultra slowly making gains. Vulcan again making some rapid gains, and that's basically the difference between Illuvium, Ultra, Vulcan. Obviously very different products altogether. However, Vulcan, I always tell people about the Vulcan runs, right? So this morning it was 14, right now it's 15. There's a lot of trading going on this actual token. So every single day it just jumps up and down, and it's like the perfect swing trade coin right now. Although I'm not doing that actively myself, just because I don't have the time, it does show good potential if that's something you're interested in. So the guilds are quite stable, nothing too interesting. Where's Krabata? I did see Krabata before. It's maybe more down. Let me see where. So Veracity holding its value for once. So usually Veracity goes up and then crashes again, which is like a common pattern for this token. However, it's holding its value quite well. So it went up, and basically all time. You can see up, down, up, down, up, down. Definitely had like insane potential there, 9 cents. So it can still do a 3x. But this week has been going really well for Veracity. So happy for the people involved on that project. Mine's stable, Krabata again gaining, right? This is just one of the tokens that just keeps on pushing. I'm just watching it from the sidelines. I'm not going to participate in Krabata because I think it's probably one of the best games on the Avalanche blockchain right now, but it has 126 million market cap already, 1.8 billion fully diluted. It's not really my cup of tea to take an entry right now. It's also on Trader Joe because of the Avalanche blockchain. That's not really something I have much experience with. So I'm just watching it unfold from the sidelines, but definitely very, very interesting product to follow and keep your eye on just to see the patterns, right? But we can definitely explore these patterns because they're quite obvious. It's every time the same coins that make significant returns that regain before other tokens regain. And the more you're involved with this, the more you research this, the more you keep track of this, the more exponential your potential gains might be once that traction does set in. Right, so we're not talking crypto gaming bull run, we're just talking short-term potential that's basically being leveraged by you paying attention to what's happening and spending the required time researching. You know, you can watch me talk about these coins and you'll have a lot of information, but you'll have a lot more information if you research everything yourself. That's just simple facts. Don't be lazy. All right, Superfarm, there we go, the overview. So we looked at Superfarm yesterday. I'm just going to do a quick recap as I want to know what's up. So they are going to come out with Imposters, which is an online multiplayer social deduction game developed and published by Superfarm, right? Imposters. To be able to be whitelisted for Imposters, you need a Elliott Trades NFT. And there's no official announcement. This is all just hearsay at this point. The official announcement still needs to come, but so to say, 2.75 floor will get you whitelisted for the imposters, about $8,600. You can also do a Super Farm Genesis NFT. Super Farm Genesis series. And for this Genesis series, you cannot buy the floor. You actually have to be aware that you cannot pick the Jazz or the Falcon. You need to pick any of the other ones. So just wait for it to load. Buy now. So it's actually quite more affordable than it was yesterday. So yesterday the floor was 2.5 Ethereum, I believe. Right now you got a Cybershaft comment for 2.1 Ethereum, which is about 6.6K. I have myself a Pool Shark because I think those are the coolest ones, but it doesn't really matter. Any of these will qualify. You can see there's not even that many for sale. However, there's definitely a lot of demand for this if you look at how many are sold. And a lot of people are buying these Jazz, but I don't think they know that that doesn't make you qualify for the actual whitelist, right? You can see the last 2 weeks there has been a significant amount of volume on this series. If you get whitelisted, we need to await the official announcement, but if you get whitelisted, you can buy Imposter NFT with the actual Super Farm token, right? That's why the spike was happening. That's why I called it, like I think I called it like here, right? So again, good price prediction, although I say so myself. I'm not usually correct, but on this one, 100% gain. I'm sad I didn't buy in myself earlier, but I did buy in somewhere here, 88 cents something here. So I did make a good gain already. I bought about $3,000 worth, but I'm not in it for the gain. I'm more in it to buy this Imposters NFT because I think it has tremendous potential, that project. So definitely a fan of that. If you get the whitelist, buy with Super Farm. If you get the public, buy with Ethereum. I think that is what has been announced semi-official so far. So that's definitely interesting, definitely something to keep your eye on. When we look at OpenSea in general, we can see some damage being done. There's some new collections at the top. I haven't researched those. I do see tremendous volumes being traded. So very nice for these projects, their launches. I did click on some of them. It's not really my kind of thing. It's more like pre-stage development games and stuff like that, which I think I would always like to see, like a little bit of a teaser, something like that. Raid party, but I'm just looking at the basic sets, right? So what is the value of Bored Ape? 92. The value is going down. Mutant Ape value is going down 20. Doodles 14. I always look at Kennel Club 8.7. What else do we have that I'm interested in? Journey Club, Fee Friends 13, so that's up. Adidas 1.1, stable. So many new collections, it's crazy. So Journey Club is not even in the top 100 anymore. They must be here somewhere. Journey Club 3.8, so it's definitely declining. My Pet Hooligan 1 ETH. And then I think the Neo Tokyo outer identities have obviously dumped as well quite a bit. I don't even see them anymore. Neo Tokyo Citizens, very affordable right now. But the outer identities, are they not on this list? Nope, they're not. Maybe, are they on the first page? Maybe they're on the third page. That would be crazy. Nope, they're on the third page. So the volume has gone significantly down after the tournament. I think people are supposed to get their item caches today, so the volume might go up again after that. But let me just see. Outer identity. Floor sitting at 6.49. There's some decent volume, but nothing that crazy. So the volume has definitely slowed down. From the tournament, there were 64 sales, right? And then there's like 30 sales, 10 sales, and so far today, 3 sales. But the outer identities are getting their item caches today. NFTs, how that works, nobody knows. We'll see how that goes. When we head over to LuxRare, we got reward section with an APR of 381, so the APR is definitely down. And when we look at the actual coin, what's happening, it's also down by a lot. So this project is very, very high risk at this point. Definitely not recommended in my opinion. But good, interesting to follow to see what's happening with that. When we look at some of our other gaming potentials, we have FN. It's back. It's at $1. It's not really correct because it's not taking into consideration the DAX. It's just taking into consideration BitTrue. So if you take into consideration the DAX, it's about 99 cents right now. I did look on the Polygon Poocoin before. 99 cents, very strong recovery after the vesting started. So that's very good. Magicraft, nothing has happened basically for a long time. If you look at the 1 month chart, it's basically very much waiting for an NFT mint or waiting for the next major announcement still. Solchic's vesting coming up soon will basically destroy the price as I predicted to 2 cents. Basically claim and sell, that is my strategy. I'm not gonna hold for a long-term potential there. I don't think that is going to happen. I don't think that's wise at all. What other coins do we usually look at? We got Neneko, of course, which is back at 13 cents. Did make a huge rally, of course, here. Then the game launch period is basically this entire period here. And then it has been a little bit of volatile. But I'll just wait for it to slide down again and then come back to it and potential make another entry. Altura has been doing really well. So the recovery has been quite strong on that one after the initial dip. The dip hit Altura hard. The dip always hits Altura hard. It appears that all the Altura holders always dump. So as soon as Bitcoin goes down, they dump the fuck out of this project. However, the recovery has been almost 100%, which obviously extremely bullish on Altura. Any NFT marketplace with a strong foundation, I would say, has a good place in the market right now. Keep your eye open on tokens like IOTAX. They made a tweet today about the IOTAX Pet IDO coming up. So definitely some pump action going on right there. IOTAX as a blockchain will make big steps, I think, once the actual launchpad is completed and ready. So crypto gaming, very bullish. The news of today, simple but strong. I hope you're ready for the news tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.